you going to do now? What are you going to show me?
Going to do some homemade presents.
Lovely.
Very simple, again, keeping everything with things hopefully you'll mainly have at home. So we're going to make some bath bombs.
Oh, these lovely things that sort of explode in the bath and make it all smell nice and fizzy.
And they're actually super easy. Because really, you need good old sodium bicarbonate.
Which we all have.
Yes, kitchen cupboard, you know, cooks will know, raising agent. So, do you want to tip that in the bowl?
Oh, good, this is like cooking.
It is like cooking.
Great.
And then we have citric acid, which again, if you do any making syrups and, you know, elderflower cordials and stuff, you'll use citric acid.
But if you don't have it, where do you buy it?
You can get it pretty much from most supermarkets.
Okay.
And it's like a man-made lemon juice.
Okay, shall I give it a stir?
Give that a good old stir. Get all the lumps out.
Oh, the lumps. Oh gosh,
Quite good to
look
get
at
the lumps
them.
out.
It's quite a lot.
And this, Hannah, have you come across mineral makeup?
Yes.
You know, so this is what they use. This is, you can see it's all lovely shimmery. It's actually from rocks. You wouldn't have thought it.
Gorgeous.
And you can get different colours. This is gold, and I use a pink one in there.
Okay.
And all you really need is just, that's literally 1/4 teaspoon. So you can mix.
And that's
all
it. Just gives it a little shimmer, does it?
Yeah, gives a little shimmer. You can, I mean, I've got some edible glitter here, which I'm going to use at the end as decoration. You can put edible glitter in there, but it tends to kind of slightly kind of sink through. You don't get the best effect. So it's nice just on the top to kind of put a little sparkle.
Yes.
Do that.
So this, I really do need to mix this properly, so the gold goes all the way through it and we get rid of all those lumps.
Yes. So those are your dry ingredients, and little chemistry lesson here.
Yeah.
Sodium bicarbonate and citric acid, that when they have water or any kind of moisture added to them, they fizz. And that's what gives it that lovely kind of bath bomb fizz. So when you add the oil, you really don't want too much. So I do about 20 mils.
So is the oil going to make it fizz as well?
No,
or
but
it's a bit more stable.
It just binds it all together.
Okay.
So some people say, why can't I use food colouring? You can, but put it in the oil first and mix it in, because food colouring tends to be water-based.
Ah,
and then it does make things, and you tend to get a slightly more blotchy effect.
And you want it to fizz when it goes in the bath, not in a bowl.
And then you keep stirring while I pour this in.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of dribble that.
And this just pulls it all together.
It does, and you'll think at first, oh my goodness, there's no way that's going to kind of...
It's quite gloopy in there.
You want to use the smallest amount of oil you can, but still to get it to hold.
Right, so you do it gradually and just see how you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Just catching up all those little bits. There's still some powdery bits, aren't there? Shall I try and stick it to the side of the bowl?
Getting there.
Getting there.
So it's more a squishing mix rather than a mixing
mix. Yeah, no, I'm getting that. That's fine.
So these little molds, you can use anything. Okay, I bought these. These are, I think you may recognise, little Christmas tree molds.
Little bauble-y things.
Mini ones, which fit together. But you can, if you don't have these, you can use cookie cutters.
Oh, cool.
And just push them down in there. Don't use too kind of pointy cookie cutters. I'm trying to find the other half of this.
No, because the edges will come off, won't they?
They'll flake away.
Yeah.
And you can get them little heart shapes, do little Valentine ones.
Oh, lovely. And what about different kind of colours and smells?
Well, you can add cooking smells. You can, if you have any food, what are the, like, orange things?
Oh, yes, essence.
They're called essences.
Orange and lemon essence, that kind of thing.
And then if you
would you mix that with the olive oil as well?
Definitely mix that with the oil first.
Yeah.
And then you can add essential oils. Just only a couple of essential oils because they're very strong. But that's looking good.
Is that better? Are we getting there?
Getting that. That looking good. Okay. So you're starting to, look, you see it really quite kind of getting that.
It's like wet sand, isn't it? It's all kind of clumping, like when you make a sandcastle.
Together, you're really getting that. So once you're happy that that is there, you then break it all up again. I personally think that is just too much for a bath. It's just too much. So I always like to make it half like mini sandcastles. So I quite like making it up. And that's just a half one. I think it looks...
Well, it looks lovely in the bag, doesn't it? With a little bow around it.
So you fill that as tight as possible.
Okay, like really clamp it down.
Yeah, clamp it down. There's a teaspoon.
Again, sandcastles, you see.
Check. You haven't got any air gaps or anything in there, which you haven't, which is good. And then tip it out.
Oh. Are you sure this is wise?
Tip it out on there, like a little sandcastle.
terrified it's all going to fall out.
No, you might need to.
Sure, I've done it okay. Here we go.
Pretty solid in there.
3, 2, 1.
Now tap it.
Give it a wee tap.
Loosen it all up. It's like a boiled egg. Now the moment, will it work?
Oh, what do you think?
Don't twist it, just pull it up.
This could be a complete disaster.
Oh,
look at that!
That's grand.
Fantastic.
Sprinkle just a little pinch on, so that will just give that little kind of sparkle on the top.
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous.
If you wanted to use both sides, some people fill half and half and put them together, and quite often they don't hold together. If you're doing this with children, I think it's much easier to do nice little sandcastles because they always work.
Yeah.
This one doesn't always work. It's slightly trial and error. Notice I'm building up to the fact that it might not work.
Okay, yes, preparing us for
So
disappointment.
I'm squishing them all in there.
So
really,
put more than you need.
more
and then,
than you need. I'm working, so there's a little bit of a gap there. I'm not sure of this one.
No, I can see it's really difficult to fill it up properly, isn't it?
Got that in there. Little tap.
Uh-oh. Oh, the anticipation.
The anticipation.
What do you think? Oh,
There's a little line. There's a little line.
what do
It
we
might
think?
work.
Go, Sof. Yes, it has worked. Sparkle, sparkle.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Definitely sparkle, sparkle. So how long should we leave these to dry?
Definitely minimum of 2 hours. If you can leave them overnight, even better. And these you can do, you know, in a rainy kind of autumn day or something. You don't have to do them right just before Christmas. They can last for a couple of months.
And that's great because that means you're nicely prepared a little bit early rather than last minute
And
kid
pop them
here.
in a bag because that keeps the moisture out. You don't want to let moisture get in them, otherwise they all just go kind of crumbly again.
So that leaving them is to let the oil kind of dry out and some of it come out. And
then they harden. These are rock solid. You
aren't they?
You can't see through the plastic bag.
No, fantastic. So they all go the same.
They will go hard.
Well, I think they are really pretty and that was not difficult.
Not difficult.
And actually extremely satisfying.
It is satisfying, isn't it? And just for,
silly, all
you know,
these
a few
things
basic ingredients. Kitchen.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. And what about these that we've got here?
I'm glad you asked.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They, so good old hyacinth bulbs, any florist to get them from. But take them out of their plastic containers, pop them in, you might need a little bit more earth, a little bit of moss. This I know you can buy it, but I just grab this from the garden.
Lovely.
You know, you can put a few leaves, you don't have to use moss, you can put a bit of ivy, whatever you have.
Oh, I think the moss finishes it off beautifully.
And this bowl, charity shop, a couple of quid.
Really? It's always
So,
worth
and a
looking,
nice
isn't
ribbon.
it?
So you never know, you know, because they're not, you know, they just make a really lovely little bowl like that.
They do, and I love the tin can idea.
Good old baked beans. So that's quite fun again.
And that's the same theory, you've got soil in there and just jammed a bit of moss around the edge.
Yeah. So those, I think, you know, if you're
Lovely.
going for dinner with someone or something, it's quite nice.
Yeah. No, really nice ideas. Brilliant.